Hello, Libra, and welcome to your quarterly reading. This is going to be for the month of October, November, and December. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the positive, the adversities on this side, and then in the center for each month we're going to do this, and then in the center will be the overall outcome advice, whatever it is meant to help get you from one end to the other, hopefully in the positive direction. So I hope you guys are doing well and welcome. We're going to start off with the month of October. And please note that I am also including 2022, so I may say a couple dates, but this reading is absolutely for the month of October. We are starting off with the Death card, and the Death card is about an ending to a situation, an experience that caused you great grief, that caused a lot of pain. But with this ending, we have an opportunity to transform this ending into a new beginning. And for some of you, I feel that's exactly what you're doing. Now, when I call upon my guides and I'm guided in these messages that I translate for you, and I see it, hear it, feel it, and I know it, and it comes through in the cards. So I have to transfer what I'm getting into the cards for you and what I'm hearing for you. This is a new beginning, an opportunity you've been waiting for a very long time. And we're going to go in depth on what this is. So let's go ahead and pull you message, and we're going to start here, and then we'll look at the adversities. You have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and the Five of Pentacles is talking about a lack of something, a loss in some way. That could be with your actual finances, that could be the love of a person. It's the ending that may have had to do with why you've been feeling lost, lonely, rejected, unwanted for some of you, or why you started off that way in the beginning. But October, again, is like the end of that. So if you've been in the spiritual awakening, if you've been going through a lot of self and analysis and learning about who you are, bravo. You have the ending card, death, a literal ending to something, because here you are, beautiful Libras, the Queen of Swords. Now you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius individual, but for a lot of you this is absolutely you, because the Queen of Swords represents the sign of Libra. So this is about being in balance and restoring justice. You see, when the sword is up, that means communication is there. That means the intellect, the knowledge, the wisdom has come back into you. If you felt a little goofy, and a lot of people did over the last few years, right? Definitely 2020 had head spinning a little bit, and the end of last year was a doozer. So remember, this is the end of a whole cycle, an entire 10-year cycle for some of us, and there is a very large group in the center where you're getting ready to rise up, and you're going to present yourself in January of 2022. Now, this was a similar kind of message as far as delivering yourself to the world in January as Aquarius. I just did their reading. So again, you may be dealing with an Aquarius individual or have that in your chart. But this is a beautiful element to start off the month of October. It's your birthday month, and happy birthday to those of you where you're watching this around that time. This is you saying, I know who I am. I am strong enough. I am wise enough. I've learned my lessons. And you see the light from one side to the other, from the third eye, from the top of the head, from the universe to you. So you're really getting tapped into your own internal wisdom and guidance. Bravo. That's huge. That's very profound. So let's see what the outcome, the adversities are when it comes to this person, this experience. This is the end of a relationship. This is the end of a job, severing the ties with what no longer serves you. That ending is going to take place. The adversities are exactly that, adversities. You most likely are going to be challenged every step of the way, and every zodiac sign is, so don't feel alone in that. The last year, this year of 2021, there will be a lot of weather situations, heightened weather. So if you live in an area where there's flooding or hurricanes or tornadoes, It will be intensified this year. There will be more of them. There'll be more damage than normal. But that will come toward the latter part of the year. Like, well, from September all the way through January, actually. The adversities is you standing strong in who you are, actually being who you're meant to be, and that's not always easy to do. We are moving into the age of Aquarius, which is all about truth and transparency. This is about you being able to speak the truth and not have any doubt. I don't need to wear a mask because I'm in tune with the universe, and that's Libra coming in. You're in tune with the universe this time. You can hear the invisible beings of love and light and darkness, because you are going to master both sides. Now, the adversities has to do with patience, because patience is, let's face it, that's a very challenging place for us to be. We want to work hard at growing and reversing any of the adversities, but when we have patience here, temperance, you must be in balance, and as though you've been working hard on your finances, whatever the ending was. You've been working to overcome this, overcome your own strives of success. And it takes time to rebuild after the ending of something, whether it's a relationship, a job, lack of finance, lack of people around you, Libra. And Libras usually have a lot of people around them because people kind of love Libras, even the good and the bad Libras, because there's both. And a lot of, we say all. Well, that's not in this vocabulary. This is for some of you where you're ready to rise up and you've been working at it, feeling the struggles on a regular basis, and that has been challenging for many people in the year of 2021. It will continue and actually get heightened in the last quarter. As you roll into 2022, it will become a little bit easier. The payouts will start coming through. Some of you, don't get me wrong, you're going to have it a little bit earlier, and some of you are going to have it a little bit later. But this group that we're talking about right here, you can plan on it probably around January of next year, because you've been working hard and you've been patient. You've been wishing, working at it, doing whatever you can to eliminate any of the toxicity attached to the ending of this situation. So let's pull a little bit of detail on this, Libra, and see where this is going. Now, this is you in your birthday month, so hopefully there's some celebration there. Well, we have the Tower card, and it fell out in the reverse, and I don't read them in the reverse because the way I read detail is it is both. It's the positive and the negative. It's one side to the other. So as we had to rebuild whatever ended, this was a relationship for some of you, an actual relationship, and the Queen of Swords is representing whoever you were dealing with. You may have had to cut them out of your life, but I feel for some of you, you may have been exiled from somebody around you. But the Tower is saying whatever wasn't working, it was time for it to come down. It was time for it to be eliminated so that you can grow. And again, you had to work really hard just to see the value of the Tower. Most people fear the Tower. Oh my gosh, I don't want change. But yet we yearn for change on every level. That's why people go off and they have affairs. They want that stimulation, excitement. They want the change from the mundane that they're dealing with. So with this coming in the reverse, you're getting ready to come out of it as we go through the month of October. Your birthday may be very, very heightened, but we do have the Page of Pentacles. So this is an offer, this is an opportunity, this is an apology that has taken forever to get to you. And I'm seeing 6 to 8 months in this particular situation. So if you've been dealing with a person, a situation, you've been waiting to hear back on a job, 6 to 8 months, 6-8 months is very, very much in this. It doesn't mean other dates are not, but it is highlighted right now. A Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn individual, but this is also about getting grounded, feeling stable as you've had to work through all the adversities to rebuild whatever ended. And again, that's very challenging to do, so bravo. So this could be a job offer coming to you. It's something that would become long-term. This would be coming in the, let's just say as a team lead on a crew, on whatever it is that you do, and a unit that you work with, and then knowing that there is advancement for management, there is growth with this organization. And that's why you've been patiently working and hoping that this would come through, because of the quality of the job and the company that you are applying to. Now, some of you, you just walked away from a really bad situation and you're looking for that new opportunity, and it is getting ready to come. The adversity of this offer, the adversity and the challenges that it's going to take for you to stay being patient, is the Four of Pentacles. Being blocked, feeling a little bit stifled and neglected. Okay, that's what I heard, whatever that means to you. Stifled and neglected when it comes to receiving. I am not receiving money because you're blocked. And when we're blocked, we will not get a pentacle. There's no room to, the lid's on. If the lid's on, whatever's coming into you is going to bounce off you, and it's going to go to everyone around you, Libra. So this is your moment to actually overcome this adversity and open up, because you have fighting, this is what you're fighting for. Now, I don't mean physically fighting. I mean actually working very diligently. I'm not going to take no for an answer. And the Empress, male or female, the Empress, because this is a general reading, this is a wonderful energy for you to be in. And this also is about you being in balance. Your yin and yang coming together, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, giving rebirth to the soul inside of you. And the soul is where we harbor all of that beautiful love, and we see the world from a very different angle when we're actually in the soul. And the Empress knows how to do that. Giving birth is a very key in your readings, ending to start a new beginning. But it's not going to come without a lot of work. And nothing in life really does. So as we continue to go forward, let's see what else is coming here. There it is, this one. The Ace of Swords. Beautiful. This is a contract being offered to you, a brand new opportunity that comes with a signature, a guarantee that whatever you're starting, you're going to make sure you have a contract this time. Because last time maybe you didn't, or the contract was faulted, and you're going to read the contract and you're going to know what it says. This is a new beginning to show the real you and not have fear of doing that. Severing ties, again, with the Queen of Swords. It's cutting off anybody around you that is holding you back. That is a lot of work in itself. Remember, we have endings twice on here, so that could be ending a job, ending a relationship, any kind of relationship, so that you can take this new opportunity. And let's see what they want on this side. We have the Six of Wands, victory. You see, all of the strifes and all of the struggles that most of the world is actually doing right now is overcoming the ending to all of these things that took place in 2020, and they actually started in 2018. You could feel the heightened, they started way before that, but the heightened energy of 18 forward through 2021 was separating families, separating friends, just falling off of the wayside, people getting angry at each other for no reason, lack of communication. Oh my goodness, the planets were really bouncing us around. And that's because it's all about us cleansing, clearing out, cutting out with that sword, cutting out anything that doesn't work so you can be victorious. And that's what you're going to do. So let's go ahead and pull your advice cards in the center, and then we'll move on to November. This one. You have the card of loneliness. Now, the card of loneliness doesn't always mean that you're lonely, but it could mean that you feel like you are doing everything on your own, separated, not able, if you have a business, not able to hire somebody to work for you, missing whoever you have ended this with, missing the job and the people that you worked with, longing a little bit for some companionship, for some fun. Because again, this is a lot of work. This is working, if it's your own business, this is working 18 to 20 hours a day for an entire year where you maybe took 2 days off because you needed to find, fix, repair, cut out what didn't work, remove the people that didn't work so you could strive upward. And that's good. But the thing with loneliness is you're never really alone. There are ways to communicate with people, and you might be longing for the touch of somebody. But when we speak to them, we'll still feel that satisfaction on some level, depending on you and how lonely you truly are. If it's in an in-between place, you're going to get through it just fine. So let's see what the additional angel message advice is for this as we knock everything down for you. We have Teresa. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else that you forgot about you, and that is why you're probably feeling lonely. Because if you're focused on other people and not you, you're not satisfying your own self first. And I don't mean from an egotistical or arrogant way. This is you taking care of you. That's when we sleep right. Anybody who doesn't sleep right, we tell them they're a ding-dong, right? So this is saying, make sure that you're doing exactly what you say. And that's not always easy to do, especially if you are a person who helps other people. As an attorney, you may have been exceedingly busy if you were an attorney. So let's take a look at the month of November and what is in the works for you guys. Oh, I hope you're doing well, and I do hope that whatever endings have taken place in your life, that you're starting to see and make sense of them a little bit. You know, like with this patience card here, if you haven't yet, you will in the month of October, or it will click. Whatever you've been through is going to click in the month of October. So the month of November is this card, which again is service, but it's coming in on the opposing side, right? This is the negative adversities. This is the desired goal, the positive of what you're dealing with. So it looks like some of you are actually going to get a contract to work in an area that services other people. That could be doing something like I'm doing, being an attorney, working at for the government, helping people get food, aid. Service is service. Retail service is in this as well. So let's see what they want you to have with this. Oh. Okay, it's these two cards. We have the Four of Cups. And Libra, the Four of Cups is talking about being focused on what you know is coming into you, not seeing what's right in front of you. If this is a romance, if this is you being so focused on your work, like I just said in the month of October, that is a huge adversity where you're going to recognize whatever it is you've been working at, whatever it is you've been waiting for, is going to come to you, but you also have to address the cups in front of you. Focus past any icky stuff, but pay attention on an intuitive level because you have somebody coming back in. This is a job coming back around for you. The reconcile doesn't mean, let's just stop right here. Reconcile means making sense and gaining closure in your own mind. That's what reconcile really means. It has nothing to do with standing in front of a person. Most people gain closure without the other party ever being involved. You get fired from a job. What do you think? You're going to get closure from the company? Absolutely not. And it's no different in the personal side of a human being. Judgment. Making a final decision whether you want to go into this new position or not. Remember, October is about giving birth, and it's your birthday. This is an amazing moment for you, the last quarter of 2021. For this group of you, Libras, I'm telling you, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You see, you've been very focused, and you know what you want. You do, and most Libras do. You're very good at understanding universal energy and how it flows through, and you're going to make a decision in the month of November. Whatever you're deciding on in October is going to manifest in the month of November. So it feels very, very positive, and we're going to keep going. We have as an adversity the card of gratitude. This is a challenge, this is a struggle that maybe for you, maybe you aren't giving people the thanks or the gratitude that they need. But for a lot of you, I feel that you're recognizing that people do not give back to the people they get from overall in society. I'm not saying you particularly, but in society as a whole, we take from one person and think, it's okay, thank you, you gave it to me. And then they give back to somebody else without offering to give it to the person who gave it to them. We should always give freely, not expecting to give back, and that's the best overall rule. When we have gratitude for everything that comes into our life, we can make magic happen, and with this card of judgment is magic. There is an opportunity to really look at this card, the mystical background behind it, the trumpets blowing, and the things that we're going to see handed down from the universe. You guys are really going to make some big decisions about being seeing things from different angles, from different perception. For some of you, this is making a judgment call. Maybe there was a dismissal of somebody, in October. That's a big month where you've been working at overcoming an ending. I feel for a lot of you, this is an opportunity to you or the other person will give gratitude toward each other that has been an adversity from the get-go. So if you've been separated from somebody for 6 years or more, or even 6 months for some of you, this is 6 to 8 months. This is your opportunity to reunite and create a beautiful union. Gratitude will bring you all the pentacles that you need. Making a judgment call to say, I am grateful for this. I am grateful that I have these little cute little candles, right? Because then I don't have to have real candles all over. And boy, oh my goodness, they get so hot. Yeah. It sounds so silly, but yet it is so true, because we forget the small things in life. And the small things in life, when we give gratitude, will create a bonding inside of our own self. And then we can bond with another. This is you and someone else creating a partnership that will be in alignment. This is you creating a new unit, a new team unit, a family unit, and a relationship for some. So the adversity is trying to make sure that the gratitude is there. You may have given somebody every pentacle you had and they didn't give it back to you. So you're going to decide whether you want to engage with them or not. But let's go ahead and pull a little detail. Oh, there it goes right there. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is very, very important in your reading, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And again, this may be you making sure that you absolutely are giving gratitude, and we're going to let that part go. Now we're going to look at the other person that you're dealing with. This is a divorce, an ending, a divorce. This is a separation that now, in the month of November, there's a judgment call. The judge will make a decision on whatever the court situation is for you. An actual final call will be made, and the gratitude that you will need to be expressed may be challenging. You might receive a payout, those 3 pentacles. You may receive the payout, but you were hoping and you were wishing it was 8 pentacles, right? Whatever it is, have gratitude, because it's going to lead you to something better, and we're going to take a look at this. Remember, you're starting a new beginning, so that closure is actually very, very good. We have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, it could be, again, a fellow Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, particularly a Gemini. This is a family dynamic for some of you where the child, adult child, and the parent have been separated from each other. You may not have been speaking to a mother or father or somebody that you view in high authority. And they're saying, come on, let's get this done. Let's get this over with. This is information coming into you. This is a text message being sent out. Some of you are going to reach out. Some of you are going to hear from another person. This is a general reading, so it can go either way. You'll know your situation, whether it's you or them. But this is about being able to communicate on the same page, where you were not. One sword's down, one sword's up. Somebody wasn't communicating and they cut off, they severed ties. And through severing ties, it created, I feel, animosity about gratitude, about being gracious for whatever the circumstance was. Now let's get a little more info on this Queen of Swords over here, because this could be an absolute job offer. If you're an attorney, if you... Some of you, this is a new opportunity with computers. It may be called, you know, underneath the AI, you know, where we're talking about the beautiful vibes of air energy. But this is I'm seeing a computer, so this could be working for like one of the big corporations, IBM. There we have the Emperor. This is an opportunity to take this job, a government entity, a very large corporation, possibly international, but definitely a big one. This is information coming in where you may be getting that job, but it's all going to depend on you and the amount of gratitude that you have. That would be like no arrogance, no ego. And don't worry if you don't get the pentacle today, as long as it can take care of you and it feels right. It's got to feel right in you. You'll know if this Emperor is actually true. Now, we have the Empress and the Emperor that you're dealing with in this third quarter. So this is very much a family dynamic where you may have seen something one way, and over the next, you know, over the last 6 to 8 months, now you're seeing it very, very different. Now, Aquarius also got this card that just fell out, which is freedom. So I feel some of you, if you don't have it in your chart, you're dealing with somebody who has Aquarius in their chart. It doesn't matter whether it's sun, moon, or rising. Freedom of speech, freedom to be able to decide, make the decision to communicate again, make the decision to say yes to a job. Freedom is about making choices and having the ability to do that. When we do nothing, when we have an ending, and oftentimes when we have an ending of a relationship, a job, we can sit there and just kind of sit there, you know, where like that Four of Cups. Even though you know something's going to come in, we don't take action. And when we sit too long, it can actually create the adversities. And so you want to make sure that you are paying attention. Freedom of choice. This is a choice, an option. And you don't have to take it unless you choose to. But freedom of speaking the truth, that is one of the greatest uplifting, most vibrating experiences ever. Because it lifts everything up. We don't feel the pain, we don't feel the burden, we don't feel anything except excitement. So this is a choice to accept an apology coming in from somebody you view as an authoritative or a child, okay, vice versa. But this is a dynamic that is meant to come back around. So let's see what the overall message is from the angels. We have Maya. Schooling and study, education help your life purpose and personal growth at this time. So the angels will guide you when it comes to being able to communicate in this situation. Call upon your higher self, your angels, whoever it is that you call upon, to help you when you receive this text message, or to know this opportunity that you service other people is right or wrong for you. The gratitude that you express is going to make a big difference as you roll into December. And we're going to take a look at December right now. All right, you guys. Wow, that's a kind of a heavy reading, isn't it? But it is very positive reading. It is not negative at all. I kind of stick these in there like this. That's how I do it. It works really well for me. All right, let's go ahead and start with, we're going to pull one of these. You have the devil on the bottom. The devil can indicate Capricorn, so if it is an Aquarius, they may be on the cusp of Capricorn and Aqua. But it's also about the addictions and negative patterns and negative cycles that have been going on around you. So as a bit of advice, I'm being guided to say, pay attention to the devils that are around you, the little people that don't have your best interests at heart, okay? Because you've got the Ace of Wands. In the month of December, you've got a brand new beginning. This is about passion. This is about excitement. For some of you, it may very well be romance, and that was a situation where you're going to reconcile that and move forward with or without them, but you will be doing it joyfully. You will be filled with excitement, this new offer, this new opportunity. That gratitude you show, it's going to come back from the heavens just like this. So the universe and the planets will align us. And if we take advantage of the alignment, we get some type of a beautiful reward like this. This is a new beginning where you're going to feel stimulated in life again, want to participate in life. December it's starting off amazing. Now I see why they wanted me to pull that card. So I'm also going to pull the adversity card, and we have the star card. So yes, some of you, this is absolutely has to do with an Aquarius. It's really weird. I wasn't going to do your reading. I was going to do a different one. I kept hearing Libra, do Libra, do Libra. Now I see why. Because you coincide with the Aquarius reading. So if you have that in your chart, or you're looking for some, about somebody else that you're dealing with, that may help you quite a bit. We have the Five of Wands, and this is internal conflict. This is arguing, it's bickering, okay? It's like bickering, nitpicking on each other. And the adversity is self-sabotage energy about your new beginning. A little bit of bickering in order to start new. And that could be good, it could be bad. But with this is also competition. So whatever this new beginning that you're getting ready to start will be in competition. Now, attached to this, Libra, this is you standing out in a crowd big time, using your charisma, your charm, in order to start this new beginning, whatever it may be for you. Balance is going to be very, very key in the month of December, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's returning in your life. You have to make sure that if they wronged you, they got to earn your respect back. And if you wrong them, you have to earn their respect back, right? So it's not just walking in and go, hey, babe, I'm done. Hey, we're all good. And that recreates the trust, because trust was broken. So the adversities is overcoming the energies of bickering and quarreling because of lack of trust. But when you yourself, Libra, are in balance, you're going to trust the situation. You're going to trust the offer, even if there are other people wanting that job or whatever. Maybe it's the person you're fighting over somebody. I doubt it. I think most of you, this is not romantic. It feels like family and career very strongly. So let's pull a little bit more of the positive. Here we go. We have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is saying it's time for you to take a break. Balance yourself out, balance your emotions, balance your thinking priority. Very, very much. If you were in your thoughts a lot, if there was a lot of negativity between you and a person that you were dealing with, excuse me. This is you being able to balance it out. And through this, you're going to rest your mind. You're going to see things a little bit different. We get overloaded. We get stressed out. We fear the ending of something. And that's what I'm seeing. 6 to 8 months or 6 to 8 years where there's that underneath subconscious fear attached to this. So it's time for you to actually learn to trust, because this is what you have to overcome on this side. You have to trust the situation, and the only way we can do that is by balancing our mental, physical, and emotional body. So maybe emotionally you got it down pat, but your body, your physical body, and your mental bodies do not. So they're saying align yourself up, because this is going to be a beautiful new beginning with that Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. This is you putting your heart and soul and keep going, working the 60 hours a week or more. I mean 80 hours a week or more for lengthy time. And we have the Empress again. Giving birth to a new opportunity, and the adversity is going to be making sure that you have enough rest, that you're sleeping well, eating well, that you are focused, you are clear. The clarity is all around you. Because this is an opportunity you're not going to want to let go of. This is a new beginning. If this is a mother, a parent, child, adult child, some type of a situation with an authority figure, you're going to want to rest the tongue, rest the communication, so that the new birth can come through. There it is. We have the Eight of Swords, and it came out in reverse. Now, this is a detail card, and with the detail card, we look at both sides. So 8 of Swords is feeling stuck and you cannot move past this situation. But equally with it in the reverse, you see the ending took place and it could put you right there. What is going on with this situation? How do I start this new beginning? How do you get that beautiful Ace of Wands? The swords are wide enough for you to go through. You can't see it because you have a blindfold over your head. But with the beautiful heightened senses that you have, you can tell if there's vultures around watching you. You can tell when somebody's, you just know when they're watching you. You know when they're thinking about you and they put you in that mental prison. So again, they're saying be very, very careful because you have a lot of swords in the downward position. So come out of the negativity when it comes to this new opportunity coming in. A beautiful beginning has an option if you choose to let it. Now with that Knight of Pentacles that we saw, what was that, in the month of November, I believe. Whatever month it was on this side. With the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight comes in very, very slow. It's turtle slow. It takes so long, 6 to 8 months, 6 to 8 years. Because whoever it is most likely stubborn. You had the Emperor. We have the moving forward, jumping in your car and traveling to see this person. How do I get to see my mom or dad? Or how are they going to be able to communicate? How am I going to commute to this new opportunity? This is an opportunity of a lifetime for some of you. The Ace of Wands combined with the Empress, beautiful energy for you. This is moving forward because in order to move forward, we have to successfully complete something and let it go. And that's what you've been working on all this time. And they're saying, bravo, well done, well done. So this is really amazing energy, Libra. And let's see what they want in the center. This is advice, guidance, whatever is meant for Libra. So, my dear Libras, you have the card of friendship. The card of friendship came out for you. Actually, all of these came out, and I was like, no, no, no. And they all came out together. So I didn't shuffle the deck. I'm going to shuffle it right now, and I'm going to pull another one. But the card of friendship is very, very important for you in this situation. Because being friends with the people that we love is vital. That's the key to success. Friendship with new organizations, new people, whatever you're starting this new beginning in, it is about what you love and excites you. It excites you where you'll stay up working late every night. And this is what's coming in. You have to make sure that you recognize that relationships. There you go. And that's what we've been talking about, relationships. Interpersonal relationships and interconnected relationships, both spiritually and in the physical realm, where you are getting ready to move forward. You're mastering the dark and the light when it comes to relationships. You're understanding that it isn't about color or anything like that. It's about the divide. The divide, the way you think with the sword down, the way they think with the sword up. You speak one way, they speak another way. And finding the sweet, beautiful relationship and opportunity right here, friendships, relationships in the center. And that's what you're going to master for some of you. But I feel that there is also something else incredible coming. Yeah, there it is. Equal balance intake is going to come in because of all the hard work. And this is the Eight of Pentacles working very hard to obtain your goal. Mastering relationships. You may become a coach and you may do travel agency. Travel agency is what I just heard. You definitely have the Ten of Swords overcoming whatever took place. The Ten of Swords is the ending. So the ending may still be tugging at your heartstrings, and you're going to have to kind of work a little bit at that to rebuild the trust and build a relationship with a new organization or even somebody that you already know in your life. But the reason it's worth it is because of the love that you have for them and the excitement you have for the job. The opportunity is there. So the last card that we're going to pull for you beautiful ones is a message for guidance. Shanti, I am the angel of peace. I bring new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So if you've been having challenges with your job, with your career, and especially when it comes to family, any relationships and friendships, this is a moment where you're going to be able to fix and repair them. The people that made you feel kind of lonely and left you kind of out there open, maybe feeling raw and vulnerable, where the unit was dissolved, the unit was broken. There's an opportunity coming in to end. These adversities are going to end. They are coming away. This is beautiful. It's going to roll into the Ace of Swords, and we already see that you're starting off with the Ace of Swords. So the other side, the other person, is equally going to be on the same page as you, and that's what's going to help you build trust in this new environment. Whomever or whatever it is that you're working with, Libra, December is going to rock. It is going to be good. Once you get past that turbulence, and just remember, it's like stepping on stones. You step on this stone and hop there so you never fall in the water. Have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Much love.